bait shop. And welcome to my messy shop. It is terribly messy. I just haven't had a chance to even, for one, work out here, and two, for clean it up. But let's get to the bottom line. Please subscribe to this channel and hit that like button and the bell notification. Every time I put out a video like this, you will get notified of it. Today, we have a hurricane going on. Well, Florida has a hurricane going on. Hurricane Idalia. I'm like central East Coast Florida. The hurricane went up the West Coast up into the Panhandle. It's hitting that pretty hard. We're just getting the outer bands of it, some rain, a little bit of wind. My power flicked off for like 2 seconds right at 6 o'clock this morning, but it came right back on. They called off work today, so I am trying to get some stuff done. We got some markets coming up here for long. The wife wants me to make some baits for her to sell at the markets. I also have lasering I got to do today. I wanted to work on a boat. It is so close to being done. It's really close. So close, I really should be working on that instead of in here, but I got to get this done. Today we're making soft baits. You know, I've seen a few of my videos where I make my own baits. My wife has her own Smoke and Fins baits line that she sells on her website that I make for her. So I got a couple new molds in I've been using here lately, been testing them. They've been working out really great. So today we're out here, we're going to try to make as much as we can. Myself, I'm out of Cinco's. I've been using a wacky rig a lot. You'll see right here what I just caught it yesterday in a drainage ditch on the golf course. Bam!
Wacky rig.
So I need some more Cinco's. I need some flukes. That's my new mold. We're also hand pouring a few, some 10-inch tail, curly tail worms. Also, I have a fluke mold. I'm hand pouring a little bit too. Not that great at hand pouring yet. I'm learning a lot, but I'm getting there. Did a few this morning. It turned out really good. So we are spending a hurricane day, just trying to get stuff done. I actually want to go fishing this afternoon because most of this rain and wind is supposed to be through here around noon, 1 o'clock. I wouldn't mind getting a couple hours out on the lake. It's full moon, pressure dropping. It could be good or it could be not with all this rain. So that's the plan. Take the old brand new kayak out, brand new used kayak out, and see if we can get on some. So let's shift over. First thing I want to say is I want you to, you know, we have some supporters for this channel. One of the newest supporters of the channel has been really great. Yolotek. I can't say enough about this stuff. Right now while you're watching, it has the juice bank on it. I can run this thing 6 hours just on the juice bank alone. And if you know, in Florida with the new GoPros, I think it's 9, 10, 11, they overheat. If I go out without nothing on, just my GoPro, within 10 minutes in this heat, it's done, it's overheating. But with the juice bank, I can run it. I think I've run it 4 hours before it finally overheated, which is phenomenal. I don't have to keep, you know, I don't have to miss a catch, or I don't have to keep switching out batteries. The juice bank is phenomenal for the heat, and also just so you don't have to waste time changing out your batteries and possibly missing a catch. So that's one product I got. Another product I got is the power stick. This is the 53-inch. I put this on the back of the boat. So I have 2 cameras running at one time. It actually goes into your, you know, you take your light out, you put the stick in, and it runs off your battery power from your boat. So again, you know, you don't have to worry about changing out batteries. It'll last all day long. So Yolotek, you'll see there's a discount code down in the description. If you really want to propel your GoPro footage and you don't want to miss anything, use the discount code, get yourself some products, and you'll be on your way. All right. So I've been doing some soft baits this morning. Let me show you what I've been doing this morning. Again, my shop is a mess. I actually, wife got me the old bait and tackle sign. It's kind of 3D if you can't see it. I don't know if you can tell by that. It's really cool. Gonna put some other stuff around it. I got some new rod racks right here. Timu specials are actually pretty nice. So we also we're putting fishing kits together. We got a lot of stuff we got going on, but I want to show you this. This is one of the curly tail worms I've been doing. Different colors. It's my fluke mold. This is it's kind of like a white pearl with a blue highlight. I don't know if you can tell the blue highlight or not. Really, you can tell it in the water. Been doing some paddle tail, little swim baits also. Same thing with the blue highlight. I just just poured this right here. It's another color I got. It's more of a clear with some different glitter in it, and I put the blue highlight in it. Hand pouring some 10-inch curly tail worms. Got this new color in from Lure Works called Chameleon. It's really nice. It's kind of like a blue, I'm sorry, it's a brown purple color. Almost like the, let me see what I got over here. It's almost like the blue crawl from Dead On. You know, it's blue and green, or blue and brown. This is brown and purple. So, but I also added a little bit of purple pearl to it to bring out the more purple into it, more like a June bug, but you still get that brown effect on it. So let me just show you what I got in here, and then we're just going to keep working through the day, and hopefully you enjoy. It's my new fluke mold from AI. They pretty much make the best mold out there. Visit their store. You'll see all the mold. They got so many molds. I would go broke trying to build all the molds. But this is the new one I just got in not too long ago. And you can really see the blue highlight right about there. It really looks great in the water. Really nice color. The blue highlight really comes out in it. Got some nice sparklies in it. Put the excess back in there to remelt, and then you just put these up to cure. I usually do 24 hours. That's really nice. First time I've done this color. It's just it's kind of like we're in the science lab. I kind of just start pouring and putting some different stuff in, and it turns out really nice. The plastisol I'm using is Dead On plastic also. This is the swim bait jerk bait plastic. You see I'm almost out of it. It's a sinking plastisol, so it does sink. I still add some salt to it, the old Walmart special salt, but this is non-iodized. There's no iodine in here, so that's what you want. Also use some kosher salt, also same thing, there's no iodine in that. So, And this is my paddle tail mold right here. Is my very first mold I ever bought. I'm looking to get another one. It's a great mold. This is a cast aluminum mold, and the difference is, you can pretty much see the difference. It does everything you want. See how this is shiny, where this is kind of like the matte dull finish. So that's really the only thing difference between a cast mold and a CNC mold. You get that shiny the shiny finish to it instead of the matte dull finish. You put some worm oil on here, it'll brighten it up a little bit, but that's the difference between the two. And Do It also, it's great company. I actually bought their beginner's kit. Came with, you know, a couple, like I think 2 or 3 different glitters, 3 different colors. It's just your basic thing. Got me started. Then all of a sudden I just started buying molds. Actually, the wife put me on hold for a while, but I sneak some in there every now and then. But it does a great job just like that. Again, this is the same color as that blue highlight. It's kind of like a it was a clear with maybe just a touch of white pearl, maybe. I can't remember. This was I just found this down in my box that some extras I had. I have a whole bunch of box of extras. When I finish what I need to do, I'll put it in plastic bags and I use them for a different day or a rainy day like we're talking about. But then I saw it and I'm like, whoa. It was clear until I put the blue highlight in it. Then it got the more solid color. But if you put that up to the light, you can just see it's kind of like a white pearl with the blue highlight. So really nice color. That blue highlight really looks great. I got also that from Lure Works also. I got gold and I got blue highlight. The gold really looks nice too. I did some flukes not too long ago. All right. And then you can see the difference in the 2 colors I've been doing today. This is more of a solid white. This is mostly white dye that I put the blue highlight in. Some black, I call it salt and pepper. The black glitter in it. This has got more of a silver glitter in it, and it's just more of a clearer color. You can compare it to one of the leading companies out there. This is not mine, this is store-bought, but you know, almost identical. So I like mine better, especially this one. This is phenomenal. All right. All right, so and then we got over here, it was curing. This is my hot plate, cheap old Walmart one. You wanna, when you're hand pouring, you wanna get your molds preheated. I do it to 300. Then my plastisol that we put in is about anywhere from 325 to 350. It helps the curing process. You know, it takes away the bubbles. With the injection type, you don't have to worry about that because you're injecting that whole hot plastisol in there and it automatically just heats the whole mold. So these are my hand poured worms right here. Very nice color. This is that again. This is the Lure Works Chameleon. If you put this up to the light, I don't know if you can see it, mostly purple, but there is some brown in there. I think if we got it out in the sunlight you would see the difference, but really works great, you know, especially like June bug. Works really good. So we're going, and when I hand pour, I take them out of here and I put them right into the water. You know, they're a little bit, when you're hand pouring them, they get a little sticky. So I got my little water right over here in this mess I call a workbench. I already have some in there from previous. Put them in there, we take these out, and then we let them dry and cure for about 24 hours. This is my hand poured fluke that I did earlier this morning. I don't know if you can see on camera, but it's got, you know, you can put eyes on it. It's got the fins. You can do different colors. Still has the slot for the hook. So both of them work great out in the water. Just I want to get into hand pouring. They were pretty cheap molds. I think they're like $35, $39 on AI. So I got 2 of them, and they work pretty good. I like to get a whole string of hand pouring, so because it's you know, just only doing 2 at a time takes forever. That's why I ended up getting the injection mold. I can do I think 4 at a time. So it works out really good, but the hand poured ones are still good. The only thing difference is the injection is split tail and the hand pour is more of a solid tail. So, all right, I'm gonna show you the process of how I make some bait here. So let me get, all right. Taking out the excess I just used. I like to break it apart because it melts a lot quicker. And you can really see that blue highlight in there. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it really looks great. All right, this is our cup. We're gonna put this in the microwave for about 3 minutes, and then we pour it. So be right back. All right, so I made a mistake. I don't know if I made a mistake or it's because I'm using old plastic sole. All right, so these are the ones that just came out, and then I put the old stuff in, or the excess, put it in, and you can see the yellow. That means I burn it. I'm thinking I just put it in for 3 minutes. I probably should have put it in for 2, but I think it was just because it was old. It burned up pretty good, so that's pretty much junk now. But we can make more. I think now we're gonna make some watermelon red, Cincos, some flukes from watermelon red. I think we'll make everything, the flukes, the paddle tails, and some Cincos, and maybe some hand poured worms. So let's get that going right now. We're gonna put this aside, let it get solid, and just throw it away. It's a shame because that was a good color. I'm gonna try to repeat that color, but I have no clue. All right, so let's get to it. Try to show you guys how I do it. Make sure your cups are clean. I just took these in there, scrubbed them down. You gotta have a clean cup. You could have old glitter in there and everything, so we don't want to do that. Make sure you stir your plastisol up pretty good. You know, if you got a 5-gallon bucket of it, you can just get a, you know, like a paint stir with electric drill and do it. This one I just stir by myself. I haven't got the 5 gallons yet just because I'm cheap, so I buy gallons at a time. This is my other one right here. This is the crawl tube mixture that I use also on the flukes. So they're both a sinking plastisol, so I still add some salt to it. So let's just pour this in here. And that's all we got there. All right, we got about 1¼ cup. So that should do quite a bit of what we're doing. I haven't got a mold yet, CNC mold for my Cincos yet. I'm still using the old Amazon one I got when I first started this. It does 3 at a time. It does a good job. I mean, it does it. It doesn't give you that, you know, the really shiny finish that a CNC one does, but I'm catching fish on it. I've been using my wacky rigs. They work just fine. Thing with this is you don't really have to do this with the CNC molds. You do have to do it with the cast molds, but the CNC molds you can do it, but you don't really have to. Bit on plastics, worm oil. Definitely with these cheaper molds like this. I'll put this link down in the all my Amazon links will be down in the description. You just got to coat it with worm oil, because the heat, they'll stick to these. I don't even know what material this is. Kind of like a ceramic material. It gets the job done. I do want to get, I was looking at worm molds actually last night, and AI's got a new bot worm mold out. It's really nice. And if you want to see, you know, I'm not the expert at this. I've learned a lot from watching YouTube. World's Worst Fishing. Anything you want to know about making soft baits, you go there, because I've learned everything pretty much from him. And so this is the mold we're going to use, the worm mold. We're still going to use the paddle tail and the fluke mold. So once you pour your plastisol in here, with this much, I'll do 3 minutes, then check it, and then just keep warming it up little by little until it's ready to go. You add your dye to it and whatever glitter you want. So let's get this in the microwave. We'll be right back. All right, so we got our plastisol. It's not quite done yet. I'm gonna stir it up here. I don't want to burn it like I did the last one, but it's close. Have a digital thermometer. You can zap it and see what the temperature is. You want to be between 325 350. My wife stole it because she's making soap with it. But here's our colorant. Kind of like your watermelon red or watermelon color. And so we're just going to put a little bit in there, stir it up. The way I do it is just put a little bit how you want to get it. Put a little of that on there. It's almost the color that we like. Maybe a little bit. Depends what you want. You more want like clear, you want more of a solid color. I'm kind of like halfway in between. That looks a lot better. All right, from there, we're going to put our glitter. All right, this is the good old my wife shops at is it not Michael's, Hobby Lobby. All right, actually that's where I have my all my pearl colors come from Hobby Lobby. It's great. Actually, I saw this on World's Worst Fishing. He went in there and got the pearl colors, and they work great. Except for the blue highlight colors, I get them from Lure Works. But the old Hobby Lobby black glitter, works great. I think this is, I don't know what cut it is, but it's pretty chunky cut. Put a little bit of that in there. And then my red I get from Dead On. It's called their Dead Flake. This is 0.04 size. Get that open here. If I can get it open. Oh, this is this is one of my brand new ones. Never used it before yet. Look at that. All right. I had two sizes of red I used. I got the 0.025 and 0.4. We're going to use the bigger one today. Brand new. I thought I'd use this before. I just used a smaller one. So we're going to put a little bit in there. Watermelon red. I'll put one in there and we'll check it and see. Might need a little bit more red. Actually might be good enough. All right, so we're gonna put it in. I usually go 30-second increments just to so we don't overheat it, and then we're gonna start pouring. All right, so I believe plastisol is ready to go. And now we start. You want to go slowly, you don't want to force it in there. Top it off because it does suck it down with the heat. I don't have a big enough plunger yet. All right, about 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, it'll settle, and then you can start tearing apart. We'll be right back. All right, waited a few minutes now. We're going to show you the end results of our bait making here. We got the fluke, we got the 3.5-inch paddle tail, and we got the 5-inch Senkos right here. There's our mixture we just used, our plastic. We'll reheat that after we get all these taken apart. So the first one's the fluke. Right now the bluegills, they're eating all up on the bluegills because they just, you know, all the hatchlings are just out, the spawning of the bluegills, so the bass are chasing both the shad and the bluegills. There we go. There's our watermelon red. This is your basic color. That is perfect. Get that up to the light and you can just see it. Perfect. Watermelon red. Okay. Boom. Perfect. All right. There's that. We're going to get to the paddle tails. I need more bench space. Crazy what all I got. Alright, let's get this loose here. Bam. And you can just see the difference in the color here. This is the matte color from the cast aluminum, and then the CNC aluminum, just a glossy look. So You know, in the water, does it make a difference? Probably not. But there's our paddle tail. Excess goes in there. Perfect little paddle tail. And then our Cincos. Get those apart. Perfect. Look at that red glitter in that. Just the right amount of flake. So, all right, so that's what we're doing today during the hurricane. It's still blowing outside. We'll give you a little sneak peek. I mean, we're not getting the brunt of it. I'm feeling for those guys up in the panhandle. As you can see, it's cloudy. It's raining off and on. But we got the day off, so we might as well get some stuff done. You can see down here, I'm going to have to turn the pumps on that boat, and the boat you can't see on the other side of the dock there. All my 3 boats down there, I'm going to have to drain as soon as all this rain quits. I did it last night before it started, so I'll do it again. So that's it for today. We got a lot more going on today. We got a lot more coming up in future videos that I'm going to put out. Fishing, getting ready for the hunting season of my new crossbow, and a lot going on. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and the bell notifications. You get the notifications every time I put out a video. I'm usually putting out shorts once a day to videos. I'm just trying to get out as quick as I can, just so busy going on. And hit that like button, and please leave some comments. If you see something that I didn't do or you want to know more about, just leave comments. I check them, you know, I answer all of them and check them quite frequently. So thanks for watching during this hurricane that we're getting, and see you out on the lake.